What's up, y'all? I'm back with another video. I had to come out with this one. The crazy feud with DDG and Cinco. Man, this particular feud is all over the internet as a right now, as we speak. It's so much being posted about their feud, and I even also took a look at both of their reaction videos toward each other. And let me tell you, it's a lot that you have to pay attention to because the truth is right there in front of you. It's right there. You can see for your own self of what it really was with their situation. And we're going to talk about it. DDG and Cinco's friendship ended due to DDG's disrespect towards Cinco, and we're going to talk about that. I checked a few things out yesterday about the low-key that's now being exposed disrespect that had been going around that people probably didn't even notice when they were watching the YouTube videos. But I looked at the compilation of the disrespect that DDG and DDG brother Dub. There was a video of compilations of the disrespect and the embarrassment, low-key embarrassment that they would put on Cinco don't matter. The questions that they were asking, arguments that they would start up while they're streaming, just crazy stuff that I paid attention to now that they have exposed it. But when they were playing the videos, we probably, nobody picked up on it. They probably picked up on, dang, they arguing a lot, or why every time they go out and stream somewhere they arguing. But nobody never really looked between the lines till now that is being exposed of it being low-key disrespect. And I also feel like it's a lot of jealousy in there too. Not on Cinco's part, but I'm going to say more so on DDG and Dub's part, just by looking at the compilation of the videos of the low-key disrespect to Cinco. In one of the videos, I seen a clip where Dub had asked Cinco about his finances and, what did he want to be? Did he want to be a YouTuber, streamer, or a rapper? Which one? You can't be both. How you going to tell somebody they can't be both? They can be whatever they want and also be a YouTube streamer. I feel like no grown man should be asking another grown man about their finances unless it's by choice of that man talking about his finances to the other man. And then on top of that, you recording, it's other guys around, and you asking that man about his finances. That I didn't like looking at the video while looking at it. And then while they streaming certain times where they out and about and they streaming, they got they girls with them, they arguing. Like, to me, it just seemed like it was a lot of nitpicking. Just nitpicking with Cinco. I get the vibe. The vibe with Cinco was, to me, chill, not trying to get in a lot of drama. But if it come to him, he going to try to handle it the best way. That's how I see it with Cinco. And allegedly with Dub and DDG, with the arguments that I seen, and just saying little slick stuff. That's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say slick stuff. You know how people talk and they say little slick stuff like you ain't going to catch it? Little stuff like that, And I'm going to say Cinco handled himself. He responded the way he needed to. He didn't back down to any of the questions, or he didn't back down from the arguments. But I just felt like a lot of stuff in the videos with DDG and Dub toward Cinco was very disrespectful. Very. And if I was Cinco, I wouldn't want to stream with them no more either. I wouldn't even have gave them all the time that Cinco was giving them. I'd have been, not been trying to work with DDG or stream with him or Doug. No. I just, you can really see what's going on when you're looking at them videos. And when certain things resurface and they show video clips of certain things, really pay attention. Oh, it was some disrespect. It was just kind of like being slick with it, like low key, you know. But I definitely seen the jealousy. If y'all always streaming and you always arguing with that one person the whole time, like it's just knick-knack, back and forth, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? And we're also going to get to the Capaholics. Why Cinco just didn't feel too good about Capaholics. We're going to get to that too. And that was a crazy situation too. Allegedly, Cinco quitting Capaholics, stating, seems like for many reasons. A couple of reasons. Capaholic, which DDG refers to the content house and community created by DDG. And he wanted Cinco to be a part of the Capaholics. But it's many reasons why Cinco just was like, nah, it's not for me. And the way he broke it down in his video, when I looked at his video, it makes sense to me. You know, first off, the disrespect. He didn't want to be there because of the disrespect. And when Cinco exposed the disrespect for him wanting to expose it, you know, that's when everything just hit the fan then. You know, people really taking a look at the big picture once he exposed his side of what he felt. From what Cinco was saying in his video, as far as responding to him quitting Capaholics, you know, it was a lot of girls there and really no content going on. And that's something that Cinco noticed. You know, he didn't want to be around that. Along with him already being in a relationship, you know, he did not want to be a part of being around a lot of girls and all that, whatever, flirtatious stuff, whatever they doing. He didn't want to be a part of that. And I don't blame him. You in a relationship, how that's going to make you look? You already know how it's going to be. All them girls there. Y'all nice looking, you know, dudes. What you think eventually could happen? So I felt like Cinco made the right decision to not want to be a part of that content for one of those reasons. The second reason was in the video he had mentioned, you know, it had been people there thinking that they were bigger than the program. And, you know, he didn't like that. Certain things that he noticed that he didn't like. That's the second thing. The third thing was disrespect. Those are the three things that I see that stand out. The disrespect, the program, and the relationship. Those are the three things that stand out. And now that Cinco has exposed what he needed to expose, you know, we able to see the big picture here. I feel like it was a lot of jealousy. A lot of jealousy toward Cinco. Why? Because he nice looking, he got some money, and he able to stand on 10 toes. He able to defend himself at any time. You know, whether it's verbally or physically, but let's not say physically. We don't want it to get that far. But mentally wise, if someone say something to him or if he feel like something ain't right, from what I'm looking at, Cinco seems like the type that's going to call you out on it. And going to make sure that everybody see what they need to see. as far as the big picture. Also, allegedly, Jay Cinco felt like, I guess they not on the same page no more. Jay Cinco is in a relationship now, and, he wants to grow and do, new things and better things that's suitable for where his mindset is now. And to me, I don't think DDG really sees that or can understand that. You got a lot of selfish people out here that only think about themselves. They don't care about anybody else and what they're trying to do with their lives, or if they're trying to grow and be on a better path. Some people don't care about that. They just care about them. And yes, it was just a lot of jealousy. A lot of jealousy. Like I said, Jay Cinco hung in there long enough than I ever would. Money or no money, I'm not going to keep getting disrespected, and keep getting nitpicked on and having little disagreements and we fussing all the time on streaming. No, I'm not going to keep going through that. That's why I say Jay Cinco dealt with it longer than I would ever have. Nobody got time for all of that. If that man don't want to be a part of that content due to his own reasons, then that's just what it is. Y'all, they grown men. They can make any decision they want to better themselves. Jay Cinco said it himself in his video. It wasn't a lot going on when Capaholics first started streaming. He said it was a lot of girls there and there was hardly no content. So they just hanging around, chilling. Jay Cinco ain't want to be a part of that. He already knew what it probably would lead to. He'd have been to plenty of content stuff like that. They didn't all did all that. Some people just, they get tired. They want to do something different. And now that he got a girl, he's able to do something different. Possibly start content with her. Yeah, Jay Cinco had content with Brooklyn, the Shay Frost sister. Yeah, we all remember that. He was in a relationship with her. But now that he's in a relationship with somebody else, why can't he start new content without DDG and Dub, giving they BS to him? I really do think it's jealousy, and just the low-key embarrassment, the arguments. It was just crazy. Once I paid attention to it, I'm like, oh yeah, I'd have been stopped fooling with them, And I am subscribed to DDG. I am, but some of the things he do, I can't get with. But yeah, he worked hard to get where he need to be for YouTube. Yeah, we all know that. He's worked hard to get where he need to be in YouTube. Everybody has their own drive to get where they need to be or to get where they needed to be on YouTube. So let's just say if DDG and Jay Cinco stop being friends right now, that's not going to stop Jay Cinco. You just go on with your life and continue to do your content. Jay Cinco got a fan base, just like DDG got a fan base. So nobody's banning anybody out. They just had a fallout, and nobody knows if their friendship is going to get back on track. So yeah, guys, check out my latest videos I just posted out. I got a few of them out. I got Diddy. I got JT, Saucy Santana, Young Miami, Cardi B, and Nicki Minaj. Check out those latest videos if y'all haven't checked it out. I appreciate y'all. Y'all know I'll be back. Peace.